during a joint press conference in Hanover, Germany, with Chancellor Angela Merkel, the President of the United States said this, quote, "And with respect to Congress and the Trans-Pacific Partnership," that's the big 5,000-page trade agreement that the President is trying to move through Congress, he said, quote, "I think after the primary season is over, after the primary season is over, the politics settle down a little bit in Congress, and we'll be in a position to start moving forward with this agreement." Quote, "Because I know that we had a majority of members in the past who were in favor of this deal. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten the authority for me to go ahead and fast-track the agreement. But I think we all know that elections can sometimes make things a little more challenging, and people take positions in part to protect themselves from attacks during the course of an election season," close quote. Now, I would suggest that the American people should be very uneasy about their president making such a statement as that. We've already heard that there are plans by a number of forces and interest groups to try to slip this TPP through after the election in a lame duck congressional session. Why would that be the case? Well, the president says it right here. The American people are uneasy about it. They're not for this. Support for it is sinking. Elections are turning on it, and it does not need to become law. I am firmly opposed to this agreement. I believe it is bad for our country, and it bothers me that if it's such a good deal, why don't they bring it forward? Why don't we have a debate here while elections are on? Why aren't people willing to go home and explain to their constituents how and why they voted the way they did and why and how they believe the way they do? What's wrong with that? I don't like this. I don't think it's the right thing to do, and I think it's arrogant. And what the president is fundamentally saying, and what a lot of these special interest groups are saying is, well, we know you in Congress are so smart, and we know the president is smart, and the people out here, they don't understand how smart we all are, and we just need to get this done, and so we'll have this trade agreement. But we understand you probably shouldn't do it right now while elections are going on because, well, you might get your clock cleaned. They might vote you out of office, so we'll see if we can't work up a way to pass it sometime in the future. So the president has made clear he intends to continue to push through this 5,544-page trade agreement that the American people don't want. Polls show consistent disapproval of the TPP. A March poll by Americans for Limited Government found 51% of the Americans did not know anything about it. Well, I would say 50% of the members of Congress don't know much about it. It's 5,000 pages. I probably spent more time on it than the vast majority have. And it's rather difficult, if you want to know the truth, to read the thing. No wonder American people say they don't know a lot about it. But of those who claim to be familiar with it, 58% oppose it. So the president has referred to the TPP as, quote, the most progressive trade deal in history. Its chapters create new labor and environmental provisions that the public really knows nothing about. Even the economic data that the White House claims that the TPP, even under the economic data they promote, the White House promotes, as proving the validity of the TPP, if you look at it carefully, you can see that their own report and study that they cite the most, that signing the agreement will decrease the rate of American manufacturing jobs by 120,000. How is this good for America? We're going to lose 120,000 manufacturing jobs that we would have maintained had we not signed the agreement by their own study. Another study by Tufts University says the country will lose 400,000 jobs. Who's right here? The American people who are worried about their jobs, their wages, their incomes, or the experts who promise all these grand things if we would just sign these agreements and everybody's going to be better off for it.
We will make America great again.